South African National Taxi Council is creating awareness around crime that is taking place in certain parts of Pretoria. This is very important this time of the year because the academic year is about to start and students, especially first years, are becoming easy targets of crime, especially if they're coming from outside of the province. They don't quite know what to expect. eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu joining us to talk about Santaco's campaign. And Linda, hello to you. So we'll talk about the warning from Santaco to criminals in a moment, but I love the way you teed this up earlier, that a couple of years ago you were a student in that part of the province and you know firsthand what that's like.
Exactly, Gareth. In 2014, if I'm not mistaken, I was going to Tshwane University of Technology to register and try to find admission for this particular course, which is journalism. And fortunately, I'm here today. But we've witnessed firsthand myself that is some of the criminal activities that take place. People are being robbed of everything they have, especially those prospective students that come from that come from rural areas to find university, either in Johannesburg or in Tshwane or anywhere else where there is universities. But Tshwane is one of those areas that sees a lot of criminal activity take place. And that is why we are told today Santaco decided to say, after seeing these activities take place for so long, they've decided to be part of the solutions. And one of those things that they decided was to team up with police to say that they will be giving a stern warning to criminals, to say that while police are there to try and mend the situation, there are these pockets, especially around the taxi ranks, where you'd find these prospective students using that. There are those criminals that are looking to take advantage, acting as people that would be directing them to the right place, because there's a lot of desperation during this time, especially for students that have not been accepted, that are still looking for those courses that are still available. So Santaco says while police will be trying to look out for this, they are also joining in the fight. And the warning that you were speaking about, Gareth, is the warning towards criminals, to say that while the police are on this situation, while police are aware of it, but when you are caught, particularly by the taxi industry, in terms of practicing criminal activity, especially around the precincts of these particular taxi ranks, you will be dealt with. So this team up between police and Santaco simply means that Santaco will be putting foot patrollers, will be putting people who are wearing Santaco regalia, to say that they will be then going to these taxi ranks. They will be patrolling around the precincts. They will be particularly helping pupils and rather students navigate their way towards these universities. But they're saying if you are caught doing this, they will be handing you over to police. But that will not be a smooth ride for anyone who's looking to exploit and cash in on these students.
Yeah, soft target students, especially when they're coming from outside the province. They've gone and bought all their study material. They could have laptops with them, laptop bags, all worth a lot of money. So it's a great initiative from Santaco. You also had a chance to hear from Santaco's spokesperson. Tell us what they said.
This is the spokesperson for Santaco in Gauteng, because this initiative was initially undertaken by Santaco in the region of Tshwane. So they were there to just observe, to just understand what is happening, but more than anything, to support this project initiative to actually try and help these people. We know that the academic year is about to start. People will be influxing in some of these areas, but Santaco provincially says that they've seen that this is a working project. This is helping to try and curb some of the criminal activity around some of their taxi ranks. So what they are saying is that looking at the province of Gauteng, they have about 6 regions, and this is a project that they want to undertake in all of these 6 regions. But Gareth, I think before we get into that particular bite, a sound bite of, in fact, Santaco spokesperson just explaining how they want to pilot this project throughout these areas. I think it's important to note what you said in terms of the gadgets that they would be having, expensive gadgets and all of that. And just as an advice to anyone who's listening, to say that students who are looking to get admission, especially those that are not necessarily having those required letters, they mustn't bring anything. They must not bring money. They must only use their cards and all of that. And they must not trust anyone that is not accredited by a particular university. But in terms of the safety that Santaco is looking to provide, they are saying that they will be trying to pilot this in each and every every region where there is a university or there is a precinct of universities and institutions of learning that are those matriculants would be looking to enroll in. But let's just take a listen to the spokesperson for Gauteng in Santaco, just giving us a sense of what it is that they would be looking to do in future around this project.
What is happening here in Tshwane, it must be happening to all the 5 regions. Remember, these kids, they are here not knowing some other areas, some other corners. That's the first one. Secondly, others will say, we are here to help you in terms of the accommodation. It's where the gender-based violence kicks in. Others would say, we are here to help you to enroll. After doing that, the monies are gone. Then we have kids that are not attending schools. They get disadvantage in terms of the enrollment processes. So therefore today, we are doing that campaign to say, let our communities, let our kids be assisted by good people. But the taxi industry has taken an initiative to say, where the law enforcement is not in a possible to be at, we should close that gap, particularly around our taxi rank areas.
Now, Lindokuhle Xulu with that advice as to all new pupils and students heading to Gauteng to be very careful around the taxi rank area. My thanks.